So I suppose my concern has been with trying to understand how climate change needs to be understood in a wider context, because, as I pointed out in my presentation of the workshop, the effects of climate change are not the things that people experience most immediately. And climate change is also not always the most immediate pressing problem that people experience in their everyday lives. And so trying to understand the other kinds of changes that take place is a kind of critical area. And what climate change tends to do in some cases is actually magnify or amplify existing issues that people do experience. Rapid social change, for example, has quite dramatic and far-reaching effects. And so if people are already experiencing change as a result of other areas, then climate change probably just exacerbates those things. Another thing that I'm interested in is how people's options are reduced in terms of adaptation. And people live in conditions that are circumscribed by legal, political institutions. And another thing that interests me is the way in which people talk about quota systems rather than climate change. So quite often the fact that fish are under a quota system or narwhals are under a quota system, and people might often say sometimes, well, the ice is thinning or the ice is changing, but it's easier to get around than a quota system, because that's something that people find quite hard to kind of negotiate.